Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss you about the chemical kinetics. So in chemical kinetics generally, okay, so this is the third unit only. So in this third unit we have studied about electrochemistry, and today I am going to discuss you about the chemical kinetics. So generally chemical kinetics, so chemical means what here? Some chemical reactions, and kinetics means what here? Movement. Means what? In kinetics we are saying movement in Greek words. Chemical means chemical, means how the chemical reactions are going to change. Means what is chemical kinetics? So this is the branch of chemistry. It deals with mainly here rate of reaction, factors influencing the rate of reaction, and next one, mechanism of the chemical reaction. Okay, so chemical kinetics mainly deals with what here? Chemical kinetics deals with the rate of the reaction, factors influencing the rate of the reaction, mechanism of chemical reaction. So let us see rate of reaction. So what is rate of reaction? Let us discuss. Generally rate of reaction. So rate means what? Rate means it deals with the speed. Okay, means what here? How the chemical reactions are going to deal with the rate and speed. So chemical reactions means, let us take here A gives rise to B. So this is the reactant and this is a product. And not only this, if you have taken A plus B gives rise to C plus D. Means what? These two are the reactants and these two are the products. So this consists of general chemical reactions. So these chemical reactions, how it is colliding with molecules and also how it is interacting, how we will say the constant, rate constant K, means how we are dealing with the speed. So that one we are going to discuss on the rate of the reaction. So rate of the reaction mainly it consists of three types. First one is fast reactions. So let us see fast reactions. So here the time period, whatever time we are speaking, means it deals with rate and also time. So the fast reactions is nearly having 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power minus 8, means within minute seconds only the reactions will form. So here let us take example of HCl plus NaOH. Okay, so when we are taking hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, so you will be getting NaCl solution and water molecule will be lost. So these type of reactions we say it as fast reaction. Means what here? There will be neutralization. So this is acid base neutralization reaction. Acid base neutralization reaction. So if you have observed here, we have taken acid, this is the base. So when you combine these both, what happens here? We are getting NaCl, means what? It is neutralizing. So this one is a fast reaction, within a seconds it can form the reaction. So not only this, one more reaction we can take here, NaCl plus Az and O3. So it is forming NaNO3 plus AgCl. So here we are getting a precipitate. So what we are getting here? So when you are taking NaCl and AgNO3, sodium chloride and silver nitrate. So it is forming sodium nitrate precipitate. So means what here? This is a precipitation reaction. So this is about fast reactions. Means what? The fast reactions is nothing but what here? Which can form within a seconds. So these are the examples we are saying fast reactions. Now coming to here, slow reaction. For slow reaction, we can take rusting of iron. Example, we can take rusting of iron. So if you leave iron in the air, what happens? It forms iron oxides. It combined with oxygen and it is forming iron oxide. So whenever it is forming iron oxide, so what happens? Slowly the iron will become rusted particle. So that one we call it as slow reactions. And these are very difficult to reach such type of reactions. So if you combine with hydrogen gas and water gas, so what happens? It forms the liquid. Okay, so means what? This is an uncatalyzed reaction. So these type of reactions are very difficult to form the reaction. So this is about slow reaction. So now let us go to moderate reactions. So moderate, this is a fast reaction, this is a slow reaction, and this is moderate reactions. So moderate reactions is nothing but what? Neither slow nor fast reaction. So here we can take example sucrose, which is known as carbohydrate. So when we are taking sucrose, C12O22 H11 plus H2O. So when we are taking this molecule in the presence of acid, you will be getting two types of compound. One is glucose, another one is fructose. So this is glucose and this is fructose. So means what? It can go in the presence of acid, neither fast nor slow reactions. Means what? These type of reactions we say it as moderate reactions. So these three are the types of the rate of reaction. So what happens? The chemical reaction mainly deals with the rate and speed. So here the rate of reaction, it consists of three types, that is fast reaction, slow reaction and moderate reactions. So by this we can determine whatever ionic compounds are present. Means what? The reactions occurring between ionic compounds, it will be very fast than the reactions occurring between the covalent substances. Means, for example, here reactions occurring between ionic compounds takes place faster than the reaction taking place occurring between covalent compounds. So ionic means what here? Ionic is nothing but, for example, NaCl if you have taken. So it is divided into Na plus and Cl minus. So those type of compounds we can say it as ionic compounds. Coming to covalent bonds means what here? This type of reactions we say it as covalent compound. All organic reactions we call it as covalent compound. So this is a shared pair of electrons. Here the electrons will share. Coming to ionic compounds, it will exhibit two ions, that is positive charge and negative charge. So if you have written ionic charge, for example NaCl plus AgNO3. So this is forming immediately AgCl plus NaNO3. So this is an ionic compound. So coming to covalent. So covalent, for example, if you have taken 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO2. So here what happens means in this reaction, example, let us take CH3OH plus C2H5OH. So what it is giving here? CH3 COOC2H5 plus H2O. So these type of reactions we call it as covalent compounds. So if you have observed, so what happens? It can immediately form the ions Ag plus Cl minus, Na plus NO3 2 minus. So whatever reactants we are reacting here, it can immediately form the ions. So these type of reactions we call it as ionic reactions, which will take faster reactions. And coming to covalent compounds, when we have reacted with acetic acid and ethanol, so automatically it is forming ethyl acetate compound. So means what? There will be shared pair of electrons. It is equally sharing the electrons. So CH3COO minus H plus and C2H5O minus H plus. So whenever we combine both of these, so this one will get here and OH and H will add here. So H2O is losing. So these are sharing electron pairs. So these reactions are very slow. Why it is slow reaction? Why it is fast reaction means? So here in covalent compounds there will be a breaking of bonds and formation of a new bond taking place. So what happening here? Breaking and forming of a new bond. New bond take place. But coming to here in ionic compounds, it is not happening like that. It is forming only exchange of ions is going to takes place. So this is about ionic and covalent compounds. So which will take fast and which will take slow reactions. So then the reactions involving greater bond cleavage and formations will be slower than lesser number of bond cleavage and formation. So in organic compounds what happens? It can easily form the covalent bonds. Why? Because it is forming the bond breaking and bond making. So cleavage is nothing but here what? Here breaking of bonds. So how much greater the bond is breaking and forming, and also it will be having less number of bond breaking and forming also. Let us take example here 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO2. So here we are not breaking any bond and also it is forming a bond only here. So we are directly combining two reactants, that is nitric oxide and also oxygen gas. So when we are combining these two, automatically it is forming nitrous oxide. So means what here? There is no breakage of bond here. So if you combine with CH4, methane and oxygen gas, it is releasing carbon dioxide. So reaction, this one. So this reaction is faster than the reaction. Why? Because here it is not breaking any bond. So we can say by this here reaction A is very faster than reaction B. So why? It is not breaking any bond. Coming to this one, this is breaking a bond. So now by seeing these all types, what is the rate of reaction means here? The rate of reaction is defined as decrease in concentration of reactants, decrease in concentration of reactants and or we can say increase in concentration of products is known as what? Per unit time is known as rate of reaction. So let us take example A gives rise to B. So this one is reactant and this one is product. Now let us see rate. So what I have told, rate of reaction means decrease in concentration of reactant and increase in concentration of product per unit time. What we can say, this is a rate of reaction. So here R is nothing but here rate of reaction. So coming to decrease in concentration of reactant, concentration is indicated by square brackets and dA by per unit time. So A indicates reactant, T indicates time. So minus sign indicates here decrease in concentration of the reactant, or we can say what? Increase in concentration. So here you will be getting as products concentration of dV by dt. Means what here? Plus sign indicates increase in concentration of products. So either of these two definitions we can say it as a rate of the reaction. So generally rate of the reaction takes place in two types, that is what here? Average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. So now let us see what is average rate of reaction and instantaneous rate of reaction. Average rate of reaction. So average rate of reaction means what? Means here let us consider an example. When you are traveling from Delhi to Mumbai, okay, so in the middle we'll be having some Kolkata and here Surat. So these two states we are having in the middle. So average means what? Means, so let us take this is an x1, this is an x2 and this is a time t1 and t2. So these two distances at particular distance means what? These two distances from here to here, from here to here we have to find. So we'll be getting x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1. So what we can write here? Delta x by delta T. So at particular distance we are finding, so means the average, so the distance between the two, we are finding particular distance, so this one we call it as average rate of reaction. Now let us take instantaneous. Instantaneous means only at one point it will be knowing, means what here, at one position only it is going to represent, so it is not in uniform. So here you will be getting only x by t. So this indicates the instantaneous per unit time. Wherever we are calculating rate of reaction, there compulsory we have to calculate the time also. So the time and also speed of the reaction. So that one indicates rate of the reaction. So here average means what? To calculate the distance between the two reactants, we call it as average. Coming to instantaneous, at particular point where we are calculating, that one we call it as instantaneous rate of reaction. So here let us see in the graph. In x-axis we are taking time, in y-axis we are taking concentration. So now time is in seconds, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Concentration 0.01, 0.02, 0.03 and 0.04. Now the concentration is decreasing with that time. So this one x1, this is x1 and this is x2. So this is T2 and this is T1. So coming to average concentration, how it is happening? So it is decreasing with concentration. So means what? The rate of reaction is uniformly decreases as time proceeds. So if you have observed in the graph, what happening here? The concentration is decreasing with respect to time. So means what here? What happens? Concentration decreases with time in rate of reaction. So then what you are getting, the average reaction here, x2 minus x1 by t2 minus t1 is the graph we are getting. Coming to instantaneous, what we are getting the graph? So to this it is representing a straight line. Why? Because we are seeing only a particular slope. So to get this slope, at where it is intersecting here, at particular point it is intersecting, that indicates x and t with the time respect to concentration. So we will be getting x by t as a instantaneous and this is a average. So if you have observed here, it will be a very large decrease and it is a very small decrease. So that's why we are keeping average rate of reaction in delta and instantaneous in D. D indicates what here? Small change in rate of reaction with respect to time. Delta means what? Large change in rate of reaction with respect to time. So this is about instantaneous and also average rate of the reaction. So here minus indicates what here? Minus indicates decrease in concentration of the reactant. Plus indicates what here? Plus indicates increase in concentration of the products. So now let us see here rate of formation takes place. So up to now we have taken only single molecules. If suppose if it is in moles, AA plus BB gives rise to CC plus DD. So as I have told you, the rate of reaction is representing like this. So how we will be writing this reaction? So 1 by A minus these two are reactants and these two are products. So the moles whatever we are representing before reactant, so that one is indicated by 1 by A, concentration of dA by dt, and also is equals to minus 1 by B, d concentration of B by dt is equals to plus 1 by C, d concentration of C by dt is equals to plus 1 by d, d concentration of D by dt. So by this what we can say, this is the representing of the reaction. Means in a reaction any substance the rate is same but different, but there is a difference between appearance or disappearance. Okay, so now let us see rate of disappearance. Rate of difference of A is nothing but what here? Minus concentration of dA by dt, and for B it will be minus concentration of dV by dt, disappearance of B. Means what here? These two are the reactants. According to definition, if you have observed, the rate is decreasing concentration of reactants. So that's why we are representing like this. If suppose if we are representing products, so means what? Appearance, or we can say formation. Rate of appearance or formation of C is nothing but what here? Plus concentration of dC by dt, and rate of appearance or formation of D is nothing but plus concentration of dB by dt. So this is about the calculate the rate of the reaction. So in terms of the equation, now let us take the example N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. So this equation should be written in rate of the reaction. So how we will be writing the rate of the reaction? So these two are the disappearance, this is about the appearance reaction. So now let us write concentration. Here no moles is present, that's why we are writing d concentration of N2 by dt is equals to, here moles are representing, so minus 1 by 3 d concentration of H2 by dt is equals to plus 1 by 2 concentration of d NH3 by dt. So this is the way to represent the rate of the reactions. So tomorrow I will be explaining you about the factor. Thank you.